Marketing in the AI era. Keynotes from the book. In a world with too much information, meaningful, personalized experiences are what work. People want experiences that are relevant and tailored to them. AI is particularly effective at handling vast and complex data. Recommendation systems are effective even if you do not have someone's purchase history. AI can analyze data from similar users, including their browsing behavior, purchase history, and time spent on specific product pages. For example, a first-time visitor to your site looking at outdoor equipment might tend to also want sustainable products. You can serve optimal experiences to people based on their past interactions, current context, and predicted intent. Establish a unified database that connects customer interactions across channels like websites, apps, and in-store. You want to personalize across these channels by tailoring content, products, offers, and experiences. This extends to touch points you may not have considered, like drive-through purchases and in-store kiosks. Each channel is a unique opportunity for personalization. Ultimately, you want to deliver a unified customer experience. One of the biggest missed opportunities is website personalization. Why not offer dynamic web page layouts, individualized banners, and personalized messaging? Most websites are old-fashioned, one-size-fits-all tools. Why should a loyal customer get the same message as someone first hearing about your brand? You can recommend different products or variants based on whether someone is a returning user or a new user. Emails can be tailored based on unique identifiers such as location, loyalty status, shopping behavior, interests, and triggers. In-app messages and push notifications can also be customized. Point-of-sale offers can be based on your past orders, the time of day, or even the weather. One mistake with personalization is believing you need a complete 360-degree view of customers. While that's a great aspiration, you can get started without this. Use information from surveys and registration forms as well as your CRM. Behavioral data from interactions like page views and conversions. Contextual data includes location, time of day, device type and details, weather conditions, and so on. Third-party data includes data gathered by a digital management platform. Note the difference between anonymous and known customers. Loyalty programs and mandatory sign-ins help make customers known, but you can still give anonymous users a personalized experience. Most site traffic, in fact, is anonymous, so you should serve content that's relevant to this group. You can serve this audience with 3 types of data. Digitally exhausted, which includes browsing and purchasing behavior like clicks, scrolls, and location. Profile data from third parties like DMPs or CDPs. Then you have self-reported data from web forms and surveys. You can make a good guess at what will resonate with anonymous users by using these data, instead of just giving them the same basic static experience as everyone else. Here are 8 audience conditions to consider. 1. Location. 2. Technology. 3. Traffic sources. 4. Third-party data. 5. Behavior. 6. Explicit data. 7. Time. And 8. Current page. The accuracy of data will vary. For example, CRM data is very accurate, while third-party data isn't. Site behavior is somewhat accurate. By personalizing experiences based on data, you'll deliver higher conversion rates and ROI. These include tailored content and product recommendations, personalized offers and promotions, and dynamic website layouts and messages. As you move towards more personalization, keep in mind it's a journey, not a destination. Don't let perfectionism hold you back. Personalization is particularly effective in e-commerce, where 90% of consumers are swayed by personalized online shopping experiences. E-commerce sellers always seem to rope me in by serving ads for products that I had browsed before or products related to what I browsed before. It's quite effective. Research shows that this is one of the most effective use cases for retargeting e-commerce sales like this. Personalization helps break through the abundance of noise in the market. People are drowning in content these days. Research shows consumers will share personal data with brands in exchange for discounts, offers, content, or other perks. To measure the effectiveness of personalization, pick a subset of people who are not exposed to personalized experiences. Then you see how much more profit comes from the group served personalized content. This will help you convince your company to invest more in this personalized AI direction. One good application of personalization is putting a recommendation widget on a product details page. These widgets contribute significantly to direct revenue, often accounting for 60 to 70% of the total effect of a personalization program. Your widget could display different products, for example, products similar to the ones someone looked at, or products popular among similar visitors. After a customer adds to their cart, you can recommend items through a pop-up. Consider products that are slightly cheaper than what they just added. This can drive up your average order value considerably. You can recommend items frequently bought together or viewed together. You can recommend based on affinities like style, color, product attributes, brand, etc. For example, I book a lot of hotels, and Agoda is always showing me hotels I recently looked at to compel me to book it. Since I'm a Hilton Diamond member, I'm also served Facebook ads compelling me to book Hilton properties and buy Hilton points through what they call mystery offers. Implement personalization in 3 phases: 1, launch; 2, validation; and 3, optimization. A/B testing is a good optimization tool. One of the most interesting lessons in this book is, and I quote, "When losing variations end up as winners." So let's say a variant ends up losing an A/B test. That doesn't mean it's bad, because 30% of customers might actually prefer it. This highlights the importance of personalization, giving people what is best for them instead of relying on one-size-fits-all marketing. Note that customers need to see a message several times in several places before they take action. You can't just focus on hyper-aggressive buy now messages. What resonates with buyers depends on their level of buying intent: low, medium, or high. For example, low and medium intent shoppers bought more when social proof was included in a form of star ratings on product landing pages. But that did not work with high intent shoppers. High intent buyers want a more streamlined shopping experience. Here are some ways to segment your audience. Number 1, buying intent. 2, stage of funnel, such as browser, researcher, or decider. 3, customer type, such as subscriber versus non-subscriber, B2B versus B2C, loyalty status, amount spent with you. And 4, level of knowledge, like beginner, enthusiast, or professional. 5, interests. And 6, empathy, such as emotional states or thoughts. As you test, make sure you distinguish between optimization and maximization. You might increase conversion rates by 100% within a particular segment, but if that segment is tiny, you barely made a dent in your profit. So focus instead on overall profit instead of percentages like ROI or conversion percentage. Or if you're in B2B, focus on overall pipeline revenue. The forest matters more than the trees. I remember 2 cases where I had to shift my focus like this. Once when I was a Fortune 500 brand manager, and then again when I ran marketing for a Series A startup. It's easy to get lost in optimization and tweaking instead of generating overall impact. The author mentions cases where a tiny fraction of customers generate the majority of revenue, or where a small percentage of users account for the majority of page views. Heavily skewed data like these should drive your strategy. For example, I once used the audience overlap tool in SEMrush. I discovered that the majority of visits to our website were also visiting sites only technical developers would be interested in. This was an incredible insight. Instead of tailoring the messages to CEOs, we could focus more on these technical influencers who made recommendations to CEOs. Here are some evergreen personalization zones: homepage hero banners, homepage containers, such as 2 to 3 content pieces, product landing page banners, footer components, global banners, mobile or desktop navigation page banners, and landing pages in general. Get buy-in from executives to have regular access to these zones to personalize and run tests. Some other features include virtual try-on, in-store appointment booking, product finder quizzes, location finders, virtual stylist chat, calculators, or quote builders. You can organize these features, selling points, and key information into a spreadsheet based on who they appeal to. For example, low intent, medium intent, or high intent shoppers. In many cases, though, this is a question of degree. For example, let's say you offer a credit card with a 100,000 point sign up bonus. This is extremely important to high intent buyers, but also quite important to low intent and medium intent shoppers. Or let's say you were rated highly by the New York Times. This might matter tremendously to a low intent shopper. It still matters to other shoppers, but just not as much. Examples of selling points: generous return policy, long warranty, option to split payments, fit or durability, eco-friendliness, loyalty savings, products your brand is particularly known for. Key information: awards, endorsements, reviews, social proof, such as trending on TikTok. Depending on which points perform well, you can eliminate some and add others. You can build different content variations based on these elements to personalize content. One easy place to start is looking at your website analytics to find areas with high traffic but low performance. Focus on recommendations built with a product data feed. Come up with hypotheses and KPIs. For example, if we put a recommendation widget after someone adds an item to their cart, we will increase our average cart value by 15%. Use personalization zones for testing, homepage banners, product listing page banners, and navigation elements. Get significant uplifts in conversion rates, revenue per customer, and average order value. We can organize personalization use cases into 3 core themes. 1, personalized discovery and engagement. 2, loyalty, retention, and recovery. And 3, continuous engagement and optimization. Personalization use case number 1, personalized discovery and engagement. Personalize the customer journey and make it easy to discover relevant products and information with guided experiences, recommendations, and behavioral/contextual-based personalization. You might need to reduce the number of products on the product listings page, so shift from quantity to quality. Use human-sounding copy and make it clear what your product does. Be specific. For example, new arrivals inspired by your recent searches. Create tools, guides, quizzes, etc. Example, what is your natural hair type? Straight, wavy, or curly? What is your top concern? For example, oily hair. You can recommend products based on how these questions are answered. You can have chatbot-like recommendations with questions like, are you shopping for men or women? Do you want to see new arrivals or items on sale? When the chatbot experience recommends specific items with photos, you're going to have good engagement. Offer comparison tables so shoppers know which products at which price point to choose, and give them a survey after they buy. Don't forget that recommendations can also be for content like articles or videos instead of just products to buy. Example, financial planning for new parents. Educate site visitors on the resources that are available to them. Test different layouts. One way to improve your average order value and conversion rate is to take your on-sale items and promote them throughout your site instead of limiting them to just a sales section. Live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and so on can help a lot with promotion and is becoming increasingly important. You might offer a personalized product discovery on the side during a live stream. You can also promote recommended products through email with photos and prices. For example, a just for you list of products. Dynamically personalize different content blocks with suggestions. Offer behavior-based personalization based on past purchases, search behavior, browsing behavior, and email interactions. Contextual-based personalization includes event-based personalization, such as planning for a race. Device-based personalization is based on someone using, for example, an iPhone. Referral data personalization, such as giving a bonus based on affiliate sites they came from. Language personalization based on location or browsing history. If you sell insurance, visitors from New York might like to see business insurance as a banner. Those from Nebraska might see agribusiness insurance. A booking site might feature different designs based on resort lovers, families with kids, budget travelers, or cruise lovers. You can also offer personalized notifications such as pop-ups for insurance during a wildfire. Location-based offers might include cheaper shipping. If you could promote different items based on the weather, it might be something like UV protected clothing. Rearrange your navigation to cater to different people. One retailer features top TV deals at the top of the navigation for those interested in buying a TV. Others might see deal of the day instead. Personalization use case number 2, loyalty, retention, and recovery. Loyalty-driven personalization by offering rewards or experiences. Post-purchase messages. For example, hotels can often text me asking how my stay was. Time-based abandonment messages. Example 1, targeting people who abandon their carts. Example 2, sessions with time-based reminders to get them to finish the booking. Agoda does this with hotel bookings. I find it quite annoying personally, but it's very effective. You can also use exit intent messages that predict someone's intent to leave. You can offer them targeted offers or messages. Push notifications can also help. You can also use back-to-context reminders to get them to return to your last interaction point, reducing barriers to engagement. eBay, for example, often reminds me to check out products I added to my favorites list. Customers desire experiences that are valuable, useful, and enjoyable. Here's a great example of personalization. With your 720 credit score, we can offer you this great rate, 3.24% APR. This offer is tailored to the individual. Here's another good example. Add only $250 to your balance to reach premier status. American Express does a good job indicating how much more I need to spend to get a free night at a Hilton hotel. You can offer personalized incentives below the main CTA button based on someone's loyalty status. For example, as a Hilton Diamond member, I get free room upgrades, food, and late checkout when available. Conversions might improve if they remind me of these below the booking button. You can send an email saying you have 735 points for your new purchase. Redeem now. Use your points towards these items, and then show the items. Use gamification to increase engagement. Duolingo does this well, as do some loyalty programs for hotels and airlines. Make full use of these post-purchase experiences. Do more than just basic order confirmations. Reinforce the customer's decision, offer something like maintenance tips, educate customers about features, and make them exclusive offers for accessories and expansions. Email follow-ups might show curated looks that incorporate the purchased item. This might feature user-generated content or social proof. Shipment confirmations can include product recommendations. Do more than just retargeting ads. Send emails when out-of-stock items become available. Offer discounts to get people to finish a purchase they started. For abandoned cart emails, address the following. They left an item in their cart. They were interested enough to add it to their cart. They need to complete their order now. Include an image of the actual product that was abandoned. Shoppers tend to place a high value on items that are in short supply. Highlight the deficiency to recover a lost sale. Unexpected costs and shipping fees are the main cases of cart abandonment. Talking about free shipping and returns and warranties might help. Consider using real-time personalization for marketing emails. In other words, the email content is personalized at the time the email is opened rather than when the email was sent. If you're selling services, you can send reminders to complete applications or forms with deep links to the abandoned section. Insurance companies might send reminder emails based on unfinished price quote requests. Your exit pop-up should only have one goal, example, a newsletter sign-up. Your goal might not be to get an immediate sale, but rather to get them to engage more with your site. Create urgency with keywords like percentage off, now, new, bestsellers, and most popular. Give personalized offers like get two, get one free. Encourage people to request help. Example, can we help you with anything? 1-800-712-8600 or message us. This is particularly relevant for business-to-business pop-ups. Another example, need assistance completing your application? Give us a call, chat with us, email us. This can be presented as an exit intent overlay. You could also use flashing browser tabs to pull people back in, or use SMS. For example, I recently received 2 SMS promotions in a day. This was because I attended an EDM concert, and another was because I purchased some protein supplements. Consider that you're marketing to people, not devices, and that people have multiple devices. Open rates for push notifications are 50% higher than for email, and click rates are up to 2x. Send automatic reminders via text. Send a push notification or SMS featuring the item that they abandoned in the shopping cart. Personalized use case number 3. Continuous engagement and optimization. Social proof and product demand messaging. Example, your site might say 24 people added this item to their carts today, or 10 people currently have this in their cart. Or product in high demand already, 12 sales this week. Highlight high customer demand with views, adds to cart, or purchases done within a specific time frame. Maybe 157 people bought this product within the last 24 hours, or 98 visitors are now viewing this item. In New York, highlight testimonials or trust badges. Give limited time offers. You could highlight 3 things most relevant to that individual. For example, 10% off your first order, free returns, and free gift with purchase. Display an exit intent pop-up with surprise, get 20% off at checkout with our code ENTER20. Or get 15% off with your personal code BM1DX. Expires on June 11th. After they purchase, thank you for your recent purchase. Here's a 20% off coupon for your next order. Send price drop emails. For example, new price alert. Then show a photo of the item with the old price and the new reduced price. Highlight when an item is on sale for a limited time, when it's low in stock or in high demand. Use countdown timers. If you're in e-commerce, resurface items that were previously viewed.